I've really been slacking with the viewer challenges lately, and I apologize. But today, we're back with another one, this time landing on helipads again, as always. If you would like to be included in the next one, join the Discord down below. Let's get started. Okay, so first one, we have John Tyler, and this looks like 2024. Now, one thing I was hoping is that we were going to get a lot of new helipads in 2024 because, as you've seen, and I'll put on screen, there's about 10 trillion new helipads in 2024, but I don't think many people use them. I think people decided to use the old ones for whatever reason, which makes it slightly less interesting. It's kind of the reason we did this. Let's see, this is the Dubai helipad. Oh, that wasn't actually half bad. That was actually not a bad start to the challenge. Let's see that again. Definitely very rough, obviously. I think we have another angle here, maybe. Oh, no, we don't. He just got his camera out. I mean, that wasn't bad. I'm gonna give that an... I'll give it an 8. Okay, now we have Smartfish in Malaysia. And he looks like he... Is this on Xbox? Because this is the Zlinshock Ultra. The Zlinshock Ultra is probably the easiest plane to land on short things in the entire sim. I think it has a stall speed of like less than 20 knots. And it looks like he's... Up there, this is a stall noise. I mean, that was arguably better. An easier plane to do it on, but I'd say that was a smoother touchdown. I'm going to give him... it was still rough. I'm going to give it an 8.2, so a little better than the last one. Next one is by Byborne something after many attempts, and this is in 2024. So let's see what he got for us. The Zlin Norden. Downtown. Oh, this is okay. See, I like the thinking outside of the box. Like I've said many times, he's got a little whole path that he's going here through all the buildings. See, this is what a good landing consists of. It's multifaceted, very interesting, and involves some cool locations. Let's see how he does. So this is on a hospital, I think he said. Let's see if he lands on just the helipad or if he lands kind of on both of them. Pretty slow here. Ooh, much smoother though. Not quite fully on a helipad, but I like the effort and the path he took in. I'm gonna give that an 8.2. We'll tie him with the number 1 just because I do kind of enjoy how he did that. Okay, next up, we're in the PMGG 777. We are at the Manhattan Heliport, which is off the edge of southern Manhattan. So again, Heliport, not quite. Whoa! Come on! He actually stopped. Wait, let me see again. How much headwind are we talking? Crosswind? I mean, it's got to be he has a ground speed of 48 knots right here. And he's going 95. So that's equivalent to like a 50 knot headwind, which is quite a lot. Let's see this landing again. Coming down. Ground speed 61 right there. There we go. Very rough, but... I mean, that's got to be... We have a little screen up here as well. That's got to be higher than the other ones, right? We'll give that an 8.7. That's our leader so far. 8.7. Okay, Wet Cement Studios is in an F1 car, and he looks at... I don't know how this works, because I don't own this in the sim, but I don't know how he's flying an F1 car right now. He's trying to land on a helipad on an oil rig. Can he do it? This might be the most out-of-the-box thinking I've ever seen. Thank you so much. I feel like that's really hard. Okay, I've never flown that, admittedly, in the sim, but that seems freaking difficult. I'm gonna give that a 9. Next up, we have Wayland, and looks like this is the Needles Lighthouse, and this looks like he's in VR. He at least has head tracking. What is he flying? Does it say? Some cub or something? Let's watch that again. What he said, live weather without headwind. Okay, so maybe a little headwind, but it's not crazy. Like, look at the water. This is actually quite impressive if he does that. Oh. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, that's impressive. That is I wish we could see more though, you know what I mean? Like, I wish we could see an exterior view. There's also like no audio. If you don't know, the Needles Lighthouse might be the smallest helipad in the entire sim. Look at this thing. Like, that is actually ridiculous. Like, look at that thing. That's got to be in the lead. I'm sorry. That's got to be. He had barely any headwind. I'm going to give that a 9.2. Okay, so we're in one of the new air race planes. This is, I don't know, named Gamer. So this is in 2024. I feel like I have the right to reserve being harsher if you pick a dumb helipad in 2024, since there's literally millions of helipads in the sim. Like, why is this the helipad we're choosing? What the... Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's gotta be our worst score so far. That's gotta be our worst score. What are we thinking, guys? That's gotta be like a, that's gonna be a 2. Nah, that's gonna be a 1 out of 10. If you don't actually land on the helipad, 1 out of 10, okay, max. ABQ Spotter. He is an X-Plane 11 in the Islander. Let's see what he does here. Islander's definitely a cool plane. I quite enjoy the Islander. Ooh, good strat, you know, especially in sims that are more realistic. Using the coming from the bottom and then stall. Ooh. Wait, have we seen this one before? Or is this just the same guy that did a very similar landing? I feel like I've seen this landing before. This is literally posted from the last challenge. Disqualified, 9 months old, disqualified. Next, oh, we got Warm Creator, folks. We have Warm Creator, the man himself. He's back in action. I think he's joined maybe the last 2 challenges. This is the ATR on the Burj Al Arab. I always say it wrong. People make fun of me, whatever. I said it wrong. Make fun of me. Y'all know Warm Creator. He's impressive, so let's see what he can do. And this is in 2020 as well. This is not in 2024. I'd like to see him try in 2024, though, because everything does feel a lot different. And also, do we have any headwind or anything? I have no idea. 100. How did he... Okay, I will say something. I will say... Is this 1 year old? Oh, disqualified! I mean, this may be not disqualified. I don't know. It is recycled, but I don't think he submitted it before. I don't care if it's recycled, but you can't have already submitted it, right? Because then that defeats the purpose. We'll give him a consolary score, but we won't include him in the final. I mean, that's quite impressive. We'll give him a consolary 9.5, but I feel like it's not really fair to include him when he didn't do it for the challenge. Okay, next up we have Wingman 11 in PTFS. Now, having played PTFS, I think it's only fair that our max PTFS score be like a 3. I'm just sorry, but the fact that you can go reverse thrust midair. Okay, well, what was that? Well, what was that? Oh, man. Oh, and then it still went off the edge. Okay, I gotta give that a 1. So this is Veno, one of my mods. He's in the F-104. This should be interesting. Let's see. You got lots of smoke, exhaust coming out the back. What helipad is this? What? Okay, wait. Did he give us any insight? 80 knots of headwind, default fuel, default payload. Okay. This is impressive, I'm not gonna lie. This is really good. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The F-104 is not an easy plane to fly in real life or in the sim if you know anything about it. So this is very impressive. That's very impressive, I'm not gonna lie. This might get us in first. Let's see. I mean, that's pretty nuts. I'm not gonna lie. 9.7. That is hard. Like, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Like, I don't, if you made me do that landing, I would not want to do it, you know? We have nothing in PTFS. We're at a helipad. Okay, so here's the helipads. The plane is so small in the middle. It's so tiny in the screen. I mean, arguably, that's better than the other PTFS landing, I'd say. We'll give that a max PTFS score of 3. Okay, next up, we have Mop Pilot 787. We are back in 2024. Ooh, we're at Saba, so is Saba a helipad? And it's, wow! I apologize for the blur. Let's see what we can see, though. We got a Cub. We're at Saba, and we're gonna land on the Saba helipad right here. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure how great of a score I can give that. I mean, okay, he stopped on the helipad. 2. What do we got? Oh, now this is looking interesting. Now this is what I'm talking about. Is this the Malaysia Helipad? So we're in 2024. We have the 737 MAX. And I think this is that helipad in Malaysia, if I'm not completely wrong. Low fuel, and I assume low payload, full flaps. Coming in at 140 knots. Definitely got a lot of headwind here. Let's see what happens. Getting close here. Have no way of knowing the headwind, but I would guess it's like 80 knots, maybe more. Yeah, see how you can, the wind actually plays off of surfaces so much better. So much better in 2020 compared to 2024. Like, did you see how you could see the wind is pushing up right there? It There's like an updraft. It's pretty cool. This is the kind of landing I like to see. Was it the best one we've seen so far? I don't think so, but it was definitely really good. Not as smooth as it could have been. I'm gonna give this a 9.2. We'll tie them with some of the other people, okay? Next one is by Medical Yeti. He's in the Draco in 2024, and he's gonna land on the Needles Helipad. Now, the Draco is a lot bigger than you think it is. It's actually not a small plane as far as length compared to like an X Cub or something. So let's see what he does here. This should be interesting. He said 11 knots of headwind, which is not a lot. Okay, again, 11 knots, Draco X, Needles Helipad, one of the smallest helipads in the sim. Let's see how it goes. Oh! Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty big there. I mean, he used a little bit of like glitchy action to stop. You know, that's okay. So it can't be quite as high as if it was just you know, sterile landing. But I mean, that was good. That probably took a million tries. I'll give that a 9 point. No, the 737 got a 9.2. Can't be. I'll give it an 8.9. 2024. Here we go. This is my best landing on a helipad after 3 hours. Let's see. Okay, so this is I think this is Malaysia, right? Whoa, that is steep, my friend. Oh, this is gonna be. I can tell this guy is not gonna be live tomorrow. What? No flaps? Went vertical for like a few hundred feet and just. Okay, it was entertaining, I'll give you that, but you definitely did not stop. So I have to give you a 1 out of 10. In my heart and soul, you're better than a 1 out of 10, but I just have to because that's the rules, okay? Okay, next up, we have Record. Now, this one I saw earlier. I didn't watch it, but I saw what his idea. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. A helipad that's on top of a truck. And we're using the Red Bull plane that I guess landed on. Wait. My confusion is... Wait, how did his airspeed drop so fast? Okay, 22 knots, right? 16. So he lost like 33% of his airspeed in 1 second before he was touched down. I don't know what to give that. What do we give that, guys? What are we thinking? Something just feels sketchy about it. It's just hard. Okay, I'll give it a 9.5. If everyone in the comments agrees that nothing sketchy was going on, we'll tie him with our leader at, which I believe is at 9.7, okay? Next up, we have Butter Aviation. Is this War Thunder? I assume this is War Thunder. Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh. Okay, I mean, I can't give it more than a 1 out of 10. I apologize. Okay, last one. We have Blevo. Blevo's in, looks like an A320. Oh, very cinematic shot. Love to see it. In Dubai. I assume his spoilers are probably not actually out. They're just out for the replay. Definitely lots of headwind. I can see in the water. Let's see how he does here. Come on. Not the greatest. He didn't stop on the helipad, but he stopped in the helipad general area, right? So I'll give him a 3 out of 10. So massive congrats to our winner, Veno, with a 9.7 out of 10 in the F-104, landing on the highest helipad in the entire sim in Beijing, which is just floating in the sky. Look at that landing. That is wonderful. Again, join the Discord if you would like to be included in the next one. It's down below. And next time, I will be giving away a plane in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 to the winner. So you don't want to miss that.